What's up, guys? My name's Dylanzachary and welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm a graphic designer and music enthusiast. On this channel we talk about all things music and graphic design. Today we got ourselves another installment into the monthly redesign series. I think this is number 4 of the monthly redesign series. What is this? Yeah, it's April, so it's the 4th installment into the monthly redesign series. And today we got ourselves an iconic, legendary, dope, sick, nasty album that came out in 1991. And I'm talking about, I'll put it right up here, bang, Pearl Jam's 10. It's an awesome record. That album cover is right up there next to Nevermind by Nirvana. It's a great debut record from the band Pearl Jam. Straight out of Seattle. We're talking straight up grunge music. If you haven't heard of it or you haven't listened to it, go spin that record as soon as this is done, because everybody should have listened to this album in its entirety, front to back, at least once in their lifetime. And if you haven't, go start now. Before we get into the album redesign, I just want to say thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment because it helps out so much. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. If you guys dig the content and you want more, leave a comment down below. Let me know that you're liking it. And yeah, so let's get into the design. So we're doing the album 10 by Pearl Jam. I had this really cool idea in my head from kind of inspired by the album cover. Is if you look at the album cover, they're all standing in the group. The whole band is standing in a group holding their hands up in the air. I wanted to take that hand aspect and zoom it in and kind of just focus on the hand specifically. The album cover itself is legendary in its own right. I mean, you got the purples and the pinks and textures on that album, and you got white Pearl Jam font real big at the top. It's an awesome album cover in itself, and obviously it showcases the band a little bit because they're all there on the front cover. Like I said, I wanted to take the idea of the hands and zoom in on it and focus on just that. What I did is I went and took a scan on my printer of my hands. I scanned my hand, as you can see right here, and the textures on this turned out very, very, very cool. It so happened that I was actually running out of ink when I was doing this. You can see right here, did a scan of my fiance's hands just to get different dimensions of hands. As you can see here, we were basically running out of ink there. And the texture on this was really cool too, but I liked my hands. They were a little bit bigger, a little bit more front and center, and the texture on it was phenomenal looking. But as you can see, the pinky was cut off. So in the editing process, I had to kind of edit the pinky in to make it a more cohesive piece and just kind of flow together very nicely, like how my hand is here. That's basically where I got the idea, and I scanned my hands and I threw it onto the computer, and that's where we're going to go from here. And I'm going to show you the album redesign for the Pearl Jam debut album 10. So let's get into it. Okay, so as you can see here, got it sped up here, so we got this little speed run. I'm adding the pinky on here, so I just grabbed my pinky from the other hand and just kind of flip-flopped it, drag it over, and tried to blend it as much as humanly possible here. We'll add in a little Gaussian blur and just kind of going around and just fine-tuning it ever so slightly just to make it blend. It's actually very difficult. This process was very difficult to get because the colors are so vibrant and they're so different than just your standard flesh-looking hand. You got the greens and the yellows, and it was really hard to blend those colors together and bring them in and kind of make it look cohesive as a whole piece, because obviously I was taking my pinky from my other hand and flip-flopping it onto this. Here you see me messing with the background now. I'm trying to make it look like the paper continued and not cut off so abruptly to make it look better. Trying to match the colors up, and then we go here after blending it all together here, making sure the pinky finger looks really good, and then we start changing it into the pink colors to kind of go with the original album cover. See, we're going for reference. I just pulled up the Pearl Jam 10 album there for reference to pull those pink colors off, because I really wanted the pink and purple to stay true to the album cover but change it up ever so slightly. So here I tried to go with this punk rock look, super saturated black there, and then I kind of pulled it out to kind of give it a more distinctive look, so it's almost like a double image, if you will. So you got the original image of the hand and you got the hands behind it, super blurred out. Here we got these boxes going around, so I just basically, I took these boxes and I just angled them ever so slightly to kind of give them this weird, this skewed look to them, and I just gave them a noise additive to it, and then I added this Pearl Jam logo here, and I also gave it a drop shadow and also added some noise to it to kind of give it a bumpy effect, just like I did with the boxes there. And here I'm just kind of going in and adding a brick wall layer behind it, give it a little more texture, make it a little more grungy, and that's basically it. All in all, very simple image, super saturated, pinks and purples like the original original album cover, but we zoomed in on the hands to promenade the fact that it's the 10 album cover with the 10 fingers, sticking with the hand vibes and everything. I really love it. I love how it turned out. It's a great piece. And so here it is. So this is both the album and the record together. You can see them both together here. Together, they're both very vibrant. They stand out. I could absolutely see in this being a debut album cover for Pearl Jam. I love the fact that I was able to take my scanned hands and make them into their own little art piece, if you will. I like that I was able to add my pinky into it because obviously I messed up when I was scanning my hands. I was able to add that back. Texture on the actual design itself with the two hands, it's perfect. I couldn't have wanted it any better. I didn't really add anything else other than a couple blurs, a couple Gaussian blurs, and I think I brought the hand texture out with a little bit of level manipulation there at the end. But all in all, it's a great piece. I absolutely love it. Yeah, so that's it. Let me know what you guys think. That's the 4th installment into the monthly redesign series. We went 90s on this one instead of what I'm usually dancing in, which is like the 60s and 70s and 80s. We went with the 90s grunge era, Pearl Jam, an awesome legendary band. Let me know what you guys think of the album redesign. Do you like the original? Do you like mine? I'm curious. Let me know what you guys think. Would you have done something different? Would you have added something to it? Would you have taken something away? I'm always dying to know what you guys think. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment like I said in the beginning because it helps out so much. And on that note, I'll catch you guys in the next video. So be safe and peace.